Don't just play the game, change it. This isn't just a phrase, it's the mindset that defines Sigma males. While the world is busy competing for a seat at the table, Sigma males are quietly building their own. They're not interested in blending in or playing by rules that weren't designed for them. Instead, they redefine the playing field and set the terms in a way that ensures they're in control. What makes Sigma males unique isn't loudness or flashiness. It's their calculated, unshakable approach to life. They observe, analyze, and act with precision, often long before anyone else realizes what's happening. They don't waste time seeking approval or competing for recognition because they know true power lies in creating their own lane. When they step into a room, they don't just participate, they command attention without trying. If you've ever felt like you don't fit the mold or you're meant for something bigger, you might just be a Sigma male. Watch this video to uncover what sets you apart and how to harness your power to not just take part, but take over. Number 1. Sigma males are not competing, they're creating their lane. Sigma males don't waste their energy competing for the scraps of someone else's success. Instead of fighting for a place at the table, they build their own. They understand that true power doesn't come from outperforming others in a system that was never designed for them. It comes from creating a new system altogether. This mindset sets them apart from the majority, who are busy chasing the same goals, climbing the same ladders, and playing by the same rules. For a Sigma male, the idea of fitting into someone else's hierarchy feels limiting, even suffocating. They refuse to conform to expectations or predefined roles because they see the bigger picture. Rather than follow the crowd, they focus on carving out a path that's uniquely theirs, a path where their skills, values, and vision align perfectly. In this lane they create, there's no competition because no one else can do what they do, the way they do it. This approach is not about arrogance or rebellion. It's about self-mastery and independence. Sigmas don't measure their worth by how they compare to others. Their focus is internal, on constantly improving, refining their craft, and aligning their actions with their purpose. This is what makes them a dominant force in their chosen space. By building their own lane, Sigma males ensure they're always in control of their destiny. They're not subject to the whims of external systems or trends, and they don't need validation to prove their worth. They operate on their own terms, setting standards that others aspire to but rarely achieve. This isn't about winning in someone else's game. It's about creating a reality where they're always ahead, not because they're competing, but because they've made themselves irreplaceable. Number 2. They reverse engineer outcomes. Sigma males don't approach their goals like everyone else. Instead of diving in headfirst and figuring things out along the way, they reverse engineer their outcomes. They start with a crystal clear vision of what they want to achieve and then work backward to figure out exactly how to get there. This process isn't just practical, it's brilliant in its precision. By focusing on the desired result first, they eliminate wasted effort and ensure every step they take serves a purpose. This mindset gives them a massive advantage. While others are caught up in trial and error, chasing vague objectives or getting sidetracked by distractions, Sigmas are executing a well-thought-out plan. They've already analyzed the landscape, identified potential obstacles, and accounted for variables that most wouldn't even notice. This attention to detail isn't just preparation, it's mastery. Reverse engineering outcomes also allows Sigma males to stay adaptable. Because they've mapped out the journey step by step, they know exactly where adjustments need to be made if circumstances change. They're not locked into a rigid path. They're prepared to pivot without losing sight of the bigger picture. This flexibility, combined with their strategic mindset, makes them nearly impossible to derail. Most importantly, this method keeps them focused on what truly matters. Sigma males don't waste time on unnecessary tasks or chase goals that don't align with their purpose. Every decision, every move, and every action is deliberate. By working backward from their ultimate objective, they take control of the process, leaving nothing to chance and ensuring that their efforts lead to the results they want. This isn't luck or guesswork. It's calculated brilliance, executed with precision and purpose. Number 3. They read the room while others fill it. Sigma. Males have a unique ability to read the room in a way most people can't even begin to understand. While others focus on filling the space with words or trying to dominate conversations, Sigmas remain observant, quietly studying the dynamics at play. They don't get distracted by surface-level chatter or the noise of social interaction. Instead, they tune into the undercurrents, the subtle shifts in energy, the unspoken tensions, the hidden motivations, and use this information to their advantage. This keen sense of awareness gives Sigma males an almost unfair edge in any situation. They pick up on things that others miss, like the power struggles that are brewing beneath the surface or the subtle signals that reveal someone's true intentions. While most are focused on playing the game by its obvious rules, Sigmas understand the unspoken rules that really matter. They know how to read body language, interpret tone, and detect the true nature of interactions. Because of this, Sigma males can navigate complex social and professional landscapes with ease. They don't make decisions based on assumptions or surface-level observations. They base their moves on a deep understanding of what's actually going on behind the scenes. This allows them to stay one step ahead, often predicting how situations will unfold before anyone else even notices the shift. While others may be busy trying to fit in or prove themselves, Sigma males are quietly taking in the full picture. They know that understanding the real dynamics of any room is far more powerful than just filling it with noise. This ability to read between the lines and stay ahead of the curve is what makes them so effective in any environment, turning complex situations into opportunities for strategic advantage. Number 4. They leave a blueprint without trying. Sigma. Males don't just conquer, they leave behind a blueprint for others to follow, even if they don't intend to. When they take control of a situation, their approach is so unique and effective that it forces others to take notice. It's not about seeking recognition or admiration. Sigma males are focused on achieving results in their own way, which often involves breaking from the norm. Their methods, while unconventional, are grounded in an unshakable confidence that drives them to do things others wouldn't dare to try. What makes this even more powerful is that the impact of their actions lingers long after they've moved on. When others look at the outcome of what they've done, they can't help but wonder, how did they manage that? The Sigma male's quiet mastery leaves a trail of curiosity and awe, prompting others to scramble for answers, even though the Sigma male has already moved on to bigger and better things. Their ability to redefine what's possible becomes the new standard, even if it wasn't their goal to set one. This natural ability to leave a lasting legacy is what sets Sigma males apart from those who simply follow the rules or mimic others. They don't just play the game, they change it. Their actions inspire others to rethink their approach, their strategies, and their assumptions about what's possible. The best part? They don't need to explain themselves. The results speak for themselves, and the blueprint they leave is already being followed long after they've moved on. Number 5. They leverage underestimation as their greatest strength. Sigma males have a unique gift. They thrive on being underestimated. While most people try to be seen, to make sure others know their worth or capabilities, Sigma males know that being overlooked is one of their greatest advantages. The world tends to underestimate them because they don't fit the typical mold. They don't make noise, they don't boast, and they don't follow the usual playbook that everyone else does. And that's exactly how they like it. When others underestimate them, they're left with the element of surprise. People focus on what they can see, the quiet, reserved nature, the lack of flashy moves or desperate attempts for attention, and they dismiss Sigma males as unimportant or incapable. But this misjudgment is the perfect cover for the Sigma male's brilliance. They strike when others are distracted, when expectations are low, and that's when they make their move. The underestimated Sigma male knows exactly when and how to use that to his advantage. While others waste energy trying to impress or prove themselves, he remains quiet, calculating, and observant, waiting for the right moment. When he acts, it's decisive and the results are undeniable. It's at that moment that the world realizes they were wrong. Sigma males were never the underdogs. They were simply biding their time, letting the underestimation work in their favor. In a world that's quick to judge based on appearances and assumptions, the Sigma male uses this to his advantage. By being underestimated, he doesn't just sneak under the radar, he redefines the game entirely, proving that sometimes the greatest strength lies in remaining unnoticed until it's too late to stop him. Number 6. Sigma males are natural orchestrators, not followers. Sigma males don't follow the crowd, they orchestrate the game from behind the scenes. While the majority of people are stuck playing checkers, moving one piece at a time without much thought beyond the immediate move, Sigma males are thinking several steps ahead, seeing the entire chessboard. They understand that success isn't about blindly following trends or waiting for opportunities to come their way. Instead, they create their own opportunities and set the trends that others will eventually follow. They know the importance of timing, patience, and precision, which allows them to manipulate situations without ever being in the spotlight. Others may scramble to keep up, following the latest fads or reacting to circumstances, but Sigma males are already positioning themselves for the next big move, often without anyone even realizing it. They're the ones who shape the course of events without raising an eyebrow, quietly pulling the strings while others remain unaware of the deeper forces at play. This ability to think several moves ahead is what makes Sigma males such natural orchestrators. They don't just react to the game, they redefine the rules entirely. They understand the game better than anyone else, knowing when to act and when to wait. By staying in the shadows, they control the flow without ever drawing attention to themselves. While others are caught up in the moment, Sigmas are already planning the future, knowing exactly how to make moves that will shift the game in their favor. Number 7. They control the narrative without saying a word. Sigma males possess a rare and powerful skill, controlling the narrative without uttering a single word. While most people clamor for attention, fighting for their place in the spotlight, Sigmas operate on a different level entirely. They don't need to announce their presence or demand recognition. Instead, they cultivate an aura of quiet authority that naturally draws attention. People find themselves looking to the Sigma male for cues, even when he's not the one overtly leading. This isn't manipulation, it's mastery. Sigma males understand the intricacies of human behavior and power dynamics better than most. They know that influence doesn't come from dominating conversations or constantly reminding others of their value. True power is subtle. It's the ability to guide outcomes while remaining in the background. By letting others believe they're in control, Sigma males maintain the upper hand. They observe, assess, and steer the situation without ever making it obvious. Their silence isn't passive, it's deliberate. When they do speak, their words carry weight, cutting through the noise and commanding respect. People listen not because they're forced to, but because they instinctively recognize the depth and precision behind what's being said. This balance of quiet observation and calculated action allows Sigma males to lead without appearing to lead, subtly influencing decisions and outcomes while others believe they're in charge. By staying out of the spotlight, Sigma males create an air of mystery and credibility. It's not about being seen, it's about being felt. Their impact is undeniable, their presence commanding, and their ability to control the narrative without seeming to try is what sets them apart. Number 8. They convert resistance into fuel. Sigma males have an uncanny ability to turn resistance into an advantage. Where others crumble under criticism or retreat in the face of opposition, Sigmas thrive. They see pushback not as a threat, but as an opportunity to grow stronger and more strategic. To them, resistance is not a barrier, it's fuel for their journey. Criticism doesn't faze them because they've trained themselves to view negativity objectively. They don't take it personally, instead they analyze it for insights. Is there truth in the critique? If so, they'll use it to refine their approach. Is it baseless noise? They let it slide without a second thought. Either way, the negativity only serves to sharpen their focus and solidify their resolve. Opposition, too, is seen as a necessary part of success. Sigma males understand that the higher you aim, the more resistance you'll encounter. Rather than avoiding it, they embrace it. Every challenge is an opportunity to prove their resilience, test their strategies, and come back even stronger. Resistance isn't a sign to stop. It's proof that they're moving in the right direction. This mindset also makes them incredibly difficult to defeat. The more obstacles they face, the more resourceful they become. They don't waste time complaining or seeking validation. Instead, they channel that energy into refining their craft, learning from their experiences, and becoming an even more formidable force. By converting resistance into fuel, Sigma males ensure that nothing is wasted, not even negativity. Every ounce of criticism, doubt, or opposition is transformed into momentum, propelling them forward. This relentless ability to adapt, learn, and thrive in the face of pushback is what sets them apart and ensures their dominance in any field they choose to conquer. Number 9. They intimidate without trying. Sigma males have a presence that speaks louder than any words could. It's not about being loud, flashy, or trying to impress. Their energy is rooted in quiet confidence and an unshakable sense of self. They don't need anyone's approval, and this complete self-sufficiency can feel unsettling to those who rely on external validation. Without even trying, they disrupt the status quo, and people can't help but take notice. When a Sigma male walks into a room, the dynamic shifts. It's not about dominance in the traditional sense. It's about an energy that demands respect without seeking it. They carry themselves with a calm certainty, as though they know exactly who they are and where they're headed, and this clarity of purpose makes others instinctively defer to them. It's not forced, it's natural. What makes this so intimidating is that Sigma males are unreadable. Their quiet nature leaves people guessing, unsure of what they're thinking or how they'll act. This unpredictability keeps others on edge because most are used to deciphering someone's intentions through their behavior. With Sigmas, that's nearly impossible. Their confidence is also rooted in their ability to operate alone. They don't rely on a crowd to validate their worth, and this independence can feel threatening to those who need constant affirmation. It's not arrogance, it's a quiet power that comes from being entirely self-reliant. This intimidation isn't intentional, but it's effective. Sigmas don't need to assert themselves because their presence alone does the work for them. They exude a subtle authority that makes people pause, reassess, and often unconsciously fall in line, leaving an unforgettable impression without lifting a finger. Number 10. They master the art of irrelevance. Sigma males have a remarkable ability to sidestep the systems that most people rely on to measure success. They understand that these systems, whether societal norms, corporate hierarchies, or social approval, are often flawed, restrictive, and designed to serve the few at the top. Instead of wasting their energy trying to climb those ladders or gain the favor of gatekeepers, they choose a completely different path. They make the entire system irrelevant. They don't ask for permission to succeed, nor do they wait for opportunities to be handed to them. Sigma males create their own paths, leveraging their independence and resourcefulness to bypass the barriers others feel bound by. They don't need the stamp of approval from institutions, bosses, or even peers to validate their worth. Their value comes from within, and their results speak louder than any external recognition ever could. This approach makes them untouchable. Gatekeepers, those who thrive on controlling access to success, lose all power over a Sigma male. Why? Because Sigmas don't need the gate. They'll build their own entrance if necessary. While others are busy conforming, networking, or playing by the rules to earn their place, the Sigma male has already found a way to thrive on his own terms. This mindset is liberating and profoundly effective. By refusing to play by conventional rules, Sigma males aren't restricted by the limits of those systems. They focus on what truly matters, their goals, their growth, and their freedom. In the end, their independence isn't just a tool, it's a weapon. They don't just succeed despite the system, they thrive because they've made the system irrelevant, proving that true success comes from rejecting limitations, not accepting them. In wrapping up, Sigma males don't settle for taking part because they were never meant to follow someone else's rules. They take over because they see the world differently. They understand that real power isn't about being loud or seeking approval. It's about knowing who you are, trusting your instincts, and moving through life with purpose and precision. While others chase recognition, Sigma males quietly build their own path, focused not on being noticed, but on making an impact that can't be ignored. Being a Sigma male isn't about fitting into a category. It's about rising above it. It's about mastering the art of observation, strategy, and execution. You don't waste energy fighting battles that don't matter. You choose your moves wisely, and when you act, it's decisive. That's why you don't just participate. You transform the very environment you step into. This is your strength. Don't let the world define your pace, your vision, or your worth. Own your silence, wield your words wisely, and remember that your ability to lead from the shadows is what sets you apart. You don't need to explain yourself to anyone. The results you deliver will speak louder than anything you could say. So, embrace what makes you different. Keep bending the rules, challenging the norm, and setting a standard others can only hope to follow.